Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to bake a banana bread together. It seems like everybody loves banana bread because the followers asked me to bake a banana bread. And there are few things I would like to share with you during the process, because these are the tips that are going to help you bake an amazing, delicious banana bread. First of all, many people comment, my banana bread sometimes it's very heavy, very dry. Why this happens? Sometimes because we always think it's because it's gluten-free, but it's not. So most of the time when our banana bread comes out dry, it's because of the oven. Yes, this is not a cake, let's say, that we can bake in very high temperature. Let's say 170 would be ideal, even 165 degrees Celsius. So would be okay if you are using the fan, because you should bake a bit longer using a tin foil, half time, so halfway. And this is one of the reasons. Of course, banana bread is a very dense recipe. And so it's always going to be like that. But there are a few things we can do to help making this a little bit fluffier. Second thing that I often hear is that, oh, okay, I managed to make a banana bread that tastes good, is soft, is moist, but the next day, oh my God, nobody can eat. This is something that so with the recipe I'm sharing with you right now, we are going to sort out this problem. When our pastry, when our cake is dry, it's because it's lacking moist. This happens when we don't have a combination. Let's say the recipe, this formula, is not considering something to retain the moisture. In here, so just like in most of the cake recipes, gluten-free of course, we are using xanthan gum, which helps also for the fact that the cake is also dairy-free, because of course the products dairy-free, like plant-based milk, is not as fat as the classic milk, so-called milk. Then we normally use xanthan gum, which is one of the stabilizers that helps to bind all the ingredients together. Let's say xanthan gum plays the role of the gluten in our recipes. But we have also another very interesting ingredient that some people confuse, especially in bread baking, which is psyllium. The psyllium is a plant, is the outer skin of a plant. And so you're going to find in two different textures. One like flakes, flakes, let's say so, which we call whole psyllium, or we have also like a flower, more like an old flower. So you can use adapting, so either one or other is okay. What the psyllium does is also one stabilizer that helps to bind everything together, but it's not the same like a xanthan gum. The psyllium, it's going to retain moisture in our recipes, and that's why we use often in bread baking. So there's enough talking for now. It's going to be a little bit more while we bake here. I'm going to give you other explanations. Here in this container, I have the banana and the yogurt. My banana, so I freeze the banana when it's very ripe instead of like I bake because I have to bake something. I just freeze the banana and that's fine. It's very easy to use. I chop and I freeze normally to do my smoothies. But here we have both and I'm going to mix them. Let me close this here. So all the ingredients are here, as you can see. Sorry for the noise. Can you just smash the banana with a fork? Yes, you can. So I think in this way we can mix better. And so that's why I'm also using to mix the other liquid ingredients, starting with eggs. Chef, can I bake vegan without eggs? Yes, you can make like a two flax eggs with flax seeds. So if you are my student, you have this this table in the Bake It Vegan. The vegan eggs is the class. Just make sure it's homogeneous here. Milk, plant-based milk, any milk you like. So I always like for the flavor the almond milk. This here is almond milk. Normally what I use if it's a savory recipe, the rice milk, the oat milk, so nice. And we have here our oil. I have both together. So in this recipe, I'm using two different oils. One, like a vegetable neutral flavor, and a bit of coconut oil. Can I use only coconut oil? Is healthier, of course. So it's non-refined and non-processed, the coconut oil. But in this case, in order to be more moist, so we are going to mix both, because the coconut oil, when the cake is, especially the day after, it's going to be a little bit drier if you use only the coconut oil. Then we have both here. And let's say also the lemon juice. Now, as I normally do, I'm going to, since sugar is something that melts, we are going to add sugar also to the liquid ingredients. Why I have two kinds of sugar here? You can use, and the quantity you have there, you can use any sugar. You can even use the date paste. It's going to work as well, like a 1-to-1. Here I have a bit of demerara sugar. And I have also brown sugar, because brown sugar also helps with the moisture. So, and that's why if you baked my chocolate cake and you really use the brown sugar, you see that the outcome is really, really nice. I'm going to add a bit of vanilla. I have vanilla powder. You can use any vanilla you have. So let's do it again. You can just whisk, you can use your blender, you can use a hand mixer like I'm doing here. For the banana, you can just smash, it's also fine. And we just want this homogeneous texture here. So now we are going to mix all the dry ingredients. I have all the flours here. The starches are very important in this recipe. Is a large amount of starches because it makes a very big difference. And there is something else that's going to make a big difference here. I'm going to tell you. So we are here adding baking soda, baking powder, psyllium, and the xanthan gum. Yes, we are whisking first everything together because it's not the same if you just do it together with the liquids and the fat. Can I replace the flours? Yes, you can. So pretty much if you want to test the starches with starches. And for the main flour, you could use other, like we are using brown rice flour. You could use any other flour that is also more integral, let's say. So, but if you have the brown rice flour, just use the whole amount. You can also mix with buckwheat. You can replace with buckwheat. They all give the result a slightly different result. If you are using red bought flour, so the gluten-free flour mixes you find in the supermarket, so you are going to use 200 grams of this and add 50 grams of potato starch. Just this rule, don't change this, because we really need, as we talked about, is a very dense recipe, and it's very important to keep to make a fluffier cake if we add starches. So I'm going to add half of the liquid and whisk. Smells really nice. The main difference in this banana bread is really the fact that we are using psyllium, which is normally not an ingredient found in banana bread recipes. So you always will find the acid agent and banana, of course. But this is something that it's going to make a difference in the fresh cake, and it's going to make a huge difference the day after, and when you freeze and defrost. I know I mentioned, but this is a recipe you can easily make with the date paste. We have the date paste recipe here. You can look for. If you are watching this recipe, so you are in my YouTube channel, and I would like to take the opportunity to ask you please to subscribe. First, because in this way you don't miss any of the new recipes. If you click in the clock, you're going to be reminded there is something new for you to watch. But in this way you also help me, and since the content is going to be spread, you are also helping other people that would love to arrive in this content and learn also these recipes. Thank you in advance. So now we have 2 other steps, actually 3, because we are going to talk about the tin foil. But first, you can add wherever you want here, like you can have some ripe bananas sliced in the length and use in the bottom. You can add chopped walnuts or any other nuts you like, hazelnuts or so. You can also add chocolate chips. I have here 70% Callebaut chocolate chips, and that's what I'm going to add. I'll leave some to put on top. This is one thing. Nuts, chocolate, wherever, what you choose, you are going to add by hand. So not while you're whisking. We only add whisking with the hand mixer if we have like a huge batch. Otherwise, this is the best result. Do we need to add flour to the chocolate or the to the chocolate or to the nuts so they don't sink to the bottom? No, we don't. We'll do it with fruits. We do not need to do it here. So the next step, because remember we are using our power ingredients to retain the moisture, and this is our psyllium. Because we are using psyllium, I will ask you to do another step before it goes to the oven, which is let it rest for another 15 minutes. Let the batter here inside the cake tin rest for another 15 minutes. And why we do that? Because we want the psyllium to absorb the liquids. And this is going to give you a better result. Trust me. So you trust me enough to be here, to be using psyllium in your banana bread. So now let's see the outcome. No? Then what we are going to do here is to, let's put our chocolate chips here. We are going to let it rest for 15 minutes, and then we are going to cover with the aluminum foil. And we are going to let it soak for 30 minutes, let's say 30 minutes. And then, because it takes from 45 minutes to 1 hour to bake. It depends on your oven, it depends on your cake tin as well. This is so it's a bit wider than the normal pound cake one. Then let's say we leave 30 or 35 minutes with the tin foil, and then we remove. We tend this loosely, no? And then I'll come back to you to show the outcome, and I'll confirm how long it took to bake. We are back here with our banana breads. Super moist and soft, but we are going to cut now. So I have here a chopping board, a knife. In the end, it took 50 minutes in 170 degrees to bake, and I left 30 minutes with like tent with the aluminum foil, and I removed and left in the oven to bake. Now I'm going to show you how nice and moist it is. Ta-da. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a pity we can't share that smell. Can you hear this? It's so moist.